I am literally sitting here vibrating with absolute shock after reading the teasers for the Tuesday, August 11 episode of Beyond the Gate. The drama is so intense. I feel like my heart is going to beat right out of my chest. I need to talk to someone about this immediately. So buckle up, because we are going on the wildest emotional roller coaster of the season. Let us start with the absolute bombshell that is Bill Hamilton, Dani Dupree, and the Wicked Witch of Fairmont Crest herself, Haley Hamilton. In this upcoming episode, Bill makes a highly personal request to Dani, and it absolutely infuriates Haley. I am screaming. Think about everything that has been happening. Bill is practically on his death. He literally stumbled and collapsed into unconsciousness right there in his office, completely ignoring Caroline Lee's frantic warning. Caroline rushing to his rescue completely destroyed Haley's sick, twisted plan to drag him to St. Bart's, give him a lethal injection, and cremate him before an autopsy could expose her. Haley is a monster! A literal Black Widow trying to cash in on a $10 million life insurance policy? And now, as Bill is lying there facing his own mortality, realizing that he is aging, vulnerable, and might actually die, who does he turn to? Dani Dupree. I am losing my mind over this. Why is he turning to his ex-wife instead of his current, much younger wife? Because deep down, he knows. He has to know. Bill is a brilliant, calculating lawyer. He knows his health is failing fast, and he knows he needs to get his affairs in order. I am wildly speculating here, but what if he has drafted a new will? What if he is giving Dani medical power of attorney or making her the executor of his estate? Can you imagine the absolute power move? Despite their messy divorce and his past betrayals, the love and history Bill and Dani shared for all those years is still a foundational pillar. It is a bond that Haley, with all her fake smiles and poisoned green smoothies, can never, ever. Bill is looking at the end of his life, and he wants the mother of his children, the woman who truly knew his soul, to be in charge. He is handing Dani something incredibly significant, something that gives her ultimate decision-making power over his life, completely bypassing Haley. I can just see Haley's face right now. She is going to explode with rage. She thought she had him entirely wrapped around her finger. She manipulated him, played the victim about their lost baby to guilt trip him into the St. Bart's trip, and poured poison down his throat. All for what? To be sidelined by the ex-wife? You thought you won, Haley? Think again, honey. And let's not forget the massive suffocating elephant in the room, Bill and Dani's secret elevator hookup during the tornado. Dani just made a devastating slip of the tongue in front of Anita Vernon. The guilt is eating her alive. Her marriage to Andre is on the line, and now Bill is pulling her back into his orbit with this massive request. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. And speaking of explosive, pulse-pounding confrontations, we absolutely have to talk about Vernon Dupree and Joey Armstrong. Vernon is stepping up as the ultimate protective patriarch, and I am entirely here for it. Vernon tracks Joey down and demands a full, unfiltered explanation. I am guessing this is a major, high-stakes issue. Otherwise, Vernon wouldn't even waste his breath on a cunning snake like Joey. Yes, Vernon owes Joey a massive favor. We all remember Joey heroically saving Abby from that falling chandelier during the tornado, but Vernon still despises the man. Joey is a master manipulator. He always backs people into a corner to get exactly what he wants, and Vernon sees right through that charming casino boss facade. Why is Vernon confronting him now? I strongly suspect this is about Martin's election. Joey has been a constant, irritating thorn in Martin's side, constantly hindering his political progress and causing chaos. Vernon is not going to let a mobster ruin his son's political future. But wait, what if it's about Vanessa? Vanessa is getting dangerously close to Joey's sister, Heather Armstrong, completely unaware that Heather is actually the Impaler, the ruthless leader of the international plasma ring. Joey's dark, violent criminal underworld is spilling over into the Dupree family's orbit, and Vernon is not going to sit back and watch his loved ones get destroyed. Tell him off, Vernon. Do not let this criminal run our town or endanger our family. Moving on, because my emotional stability is hanging by a thread. Nicole Dupree and Dr. Kia Rollins receive some deeply worrying news. No. I refuse to accept this. They literally just became exclusive. Nicole finally broke things off with Dr. Carlton Fitzgerald. She and Kiao agreed to date only each other, and they shared such a beautiful, intimate moment. They deserve a honeymoon phase. They deserve romance and peace. So what on earth is this news? Is it about their work at Garland Memorial? Or is it about their kids? Kial's son, Noah, just arrived in town and is working at the free clinic with Leslie. Is Noah in some kind of trouble? Or is it about Tyrell? Tyrell is suffering from severe heartbreak after Jessica Harris dumped him, and Martin and Smitty are trying to hold him together. Could the news be about Tyrell spiraling out? Or maybe it's about Kat. Kat is in so much danger right now, actively stalking Randy Parker to expose Haley's murder plot. I am so incredibly stressed for Nicole. She has been through the absolute ringer with Ted's boundary crossing, and she just wants a peaceful romance with her hot dog. Whatever this news is, I am praying it doesn't tear them apart. Hold on to him, Nikki. Do not let this crisis break you. Okay, I need to sit down and take a deep breath for this next part because I am in absolute jaw-dropping shock. Leslie Thomas, proactively helping someone in need? Is hell freezing over? Did I read that correctly? At the end of Tuesday's episode, we are going to see Leslie step up and genuinely help someone who desperately needs it. Is it an acquaintance? Is she really truly becoming a good person? I know she promised God she would change her manipulative ways when Eva was fighting for her life after the liver transplant. I know she had that emotional breakthrough where she apologized to Eva for prioritizing looks and urged her to trust Isaiah's love despite that jagged surgical scar. But it's Leslie. She literally just badmouthed Nicole to Carlton out of pure jealousy. She crashed Eva's interview. But maybe, just maybe, we are finally seeing a completely new, refreshed Leslie. I genuinely want to see her do something purely out of the goodness of her heart. Maybe she's helping a stranger, or maybe she is helping Noah Rollins navigate some trouble. If Leslie actually redeems herself and does a selfless good deed, it will be the character arc of the century. Prove us wrong, Leslie. Show us you actually have a heart beating in there. Finally, we have to talk about the cousins. Chelsea, Kat, Naomi, and Jacob are leaning heavily on each other. This breaks my heart into a million tiny pieces. They must have received some absolute terrible, devastating news about it. With the current chaotic situation, Bill is the one making them the most anxious. It has to be about Bill's failing health. He collapsed. He is dying. Imagine the sheer emotional weight on Chelsea and Naomi right now. They are watching their strong, invincible father deteriorate right before their eyes, and they know in their guts that Haley is behind it. They have been investigating her, snooping on Bill's computer, pumping Caroline for intel, and connecting the dots about her affair with Randy. And now, time is running out. Jacob is there, being the absolute best, most supportive husband to Naomi, even while dealing with his own severe PTSD and grief over Derek. And Kat? Kat is fiercely protective, putting a massive target on her own back by stalking Randy to get hard proof. They are a united front. They are terrified that they are going to lose Bill before they can prove Haley is a Black Widow. This tragedy is forcing them to put all their past feuds aside. Chelsea and Kat's arguments over the live stream, gone. Naomi and Tomas's clashes over nepotism, irrelevant. Right now, it is all about survival and justice. They are going to expose Haley's lethal injection plot. I just know it. Hold on, girls. Lean on Jacob. You are going to take that Black Widow down and save your father. I am so overwhelmed by all of this. Tuesday cannot come fast. The secrets, the lies, the poison, the forbidden hookups Fairmont Crest is exploding, and I am entirely captivated. We are going to be glued to our screens, screaming at the television, crying with the Duprees, and cheering for Vernon. Bring it on. Beyond the gate. We are ready for the chaos.